Hi, I'm Carl Koch, car magazine journalist, here with editor Steve Smith for a comparative video test between Audi's S3 and Subaru's WRX. Both of these sedans boast four-wheel drive capability and both retail for about half a bar. But that's where the similarities end, because the WRX and S3 approach the same goal using very different philosophies. I've opted for the Subaru. I don't know why Steve's chosen the Audi.
I'll tell you why, Kyle. Look, Subaru might have invented this market segment nearly 2 decades ago with a compact turbocharged four-wheel drive sports sedan. But if you're looking for anybody to improve on something, you've got to look at the Germans. So adding a bit of Vorsprung to everything, we have this S3. A very fast, a very sophisticated, and most importantly, a very subtle car compared to Kyle's Steed over there. It's not the kind of car where you need to wear black wraparound shades and a bad boy jacket. This is something altogether more sophisticated.
I don't see how the S3 is so subtle when it has bigger wheels than the Subaru and also has quad tailpipes, just like the WRX. Personally, I prefer the WRX's square nose, bonnet scoop, and wild styling.
Well, we can stand here all day listening to Scooby Gangster comebacks, but there's really only one way to settle this affair, and that's to get in the cars. We're going to have some fun up the Franschhoek Pass and then head down to Killarney for a couple of drag races. I think I'll have Kyle on every level.
I'm actually glad that Steve's driving the S3 with its electronic gizmos and dual clutch transmission. He's quite old, approaching retirement age, so I'll give him that advantage. He's also not dressed for the part with a denim jacket, skinny jeans and veldskoenen. All I've got are my hands and feet, a 6-speed manual gearbox and a beefy clutch. I'm going to teach him a lesson. Subaru's really stepped up the quality of its cabins. The WRX's interior is filled with soft touch surfaces and contrasting trim, so there's actually quite a decent level of perceived quality inside the WRX. Yes, the WRX's ride is a bit firm, the exhaust is slightly boomy, the gear shift is a little bit notchy and a handful to maneuver, but this car is all business and the cabin reflects that. You've got seats with thick bolsters designed to keep you in, a thickly rimmed steering wheel to hold on to better, alloy pedals that's beautiful to dance on. The multi-purpose screen atop the fascia also doubles as a boost gauge.
So we're behind the wheel of the S3. This is based on Audi's award-winning A3 hatch range. And what really sets this car apart, I think specifically from the WRX, is its sophisticated electronics, and it allows you to do stuff like this. So the moment we're in comfort mode, press this button, out of comfort and into dynamic mode, and what's happening now is you can hear that the throttle response has sharpened up, steering's got a little bit heavier, and the suspension stiffened up a little bit, and that changes the character of this car completely. As you can hear that. Hey, that was fun.
What an awesome stretch of road to drive.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a better day and a better car to drive on a tight, twisty section of road like this. How was it for you?
Steve, I'm really impressed with the WRX. It's got this awesome exhaust flutter as you lift off the throttle. The pedal acts perfect for hill towing. And despite that hint of understeer, it corrects itself, and the WRX just rockets out of corners.
Yeah. phenomenal grip, a lot of power, 380 Newton meters. That's where I felt I had the edge on you a couple of times. Is this car's power surge kind of was able to catch you up a little bit after your dexterous driving skills through the corners.
I did feel that there was a bit of lag, which is what allowed you to get away in some corners. But overall, I'm very impressed.
So, I think there's still one thing we've got to do to settle this.
I think we need to head out to a drag strip.
Killarney,
Let's do it.
let's go. So, bad boy, I think that was quite telling. I think the WRX and its driver got a bit of a hiding in that drag race.
Yeah, I think that first 10 meters or so, I think I had you. But the S3 just surges forward, and it's kind of clinical like that throughout. On a mountain pass, on a drag strip, does the same thing.
Yeah. What did you think of this gearbox?
I liked it. I just feel like it almost does too much for you.
Yeah.
Doesn't involve you quite as much as the WRX.
Yeah.
And I just think that takes away from the driving experience a little bit.
Yeah. Look, just having just stepped out of this now and driven it for a bit, I do like a manual gearbox. I think it probably suits the car. This obviously is available now with a CVT in their sports electronic, which we've both driven. It's pretty damn impressive.
I think it's slightly controversial in that the Subaru loyalists will always have wanted manual gearboxes in the faster cars.
Yeah.
But it is very comfortable, and it does add a different kind of element to your everyday experience.
Probably the best CVT we've driven.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, Kyle, I think both deeply impressive cars in their own way, as you said. I think one telling difference is the price, and we've got to look at that. As spec'd here, this Audi is pretty much 100,000 Rand more than what we think this is going to cost. We think it's going to cost around 450,000 Rand. I think it's going to be, as often it is, a subjective choice. This car suits you, that car definitely suits me. My advice is drive both of them. You're not going to be disappointed with either.